Welcome back, true believers. Elite Legend is back at you with another video, and today we have a story of triumph. Today's lesson is never give up the hunt. Always use your resources and reach out to your friends if you have to. A good friend of mine deep in the heart of Texas told me, Elite Legend, I know you are trying to find that Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure wave. Let me help you. I told him, brother, you do not have to do that. And he's like, no, I will find that wave for you. And for the most part, he did. He ended up finding all of the figures here except for the Falcon. I ended up having to go through eBay to get them. But ironically, they all came on the same day. Earlier today, they all showed up at my doorstep. One of the boxes looks like it got beat down by the Hulk, but all the figures are in great shape, and let's take a look at them now. The figure that I was most anticipating in this wave is Kang. Now we have the Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure. We have Thunderstrike. We have Jocasta. And two figures that Elite Legend does not care about, but got them for the Build-A-Figure piece. And we see the Falcon in all of his glory. And here we see Thunderstrike. This is a character that made his debut in 1988 during issue number 391 of the Mighty Thor. Ended up becoming Thor for a short period of time. And here is the very first issue of Thunderstrike from 1993. Let's take a look at Eric Masterson next to the Mighty Thor. Very cool figure. One of the figures that I was most excited to get in this line was Jocasta. This is her first action figure, and I am always excited to have a new figure in my collection. Here we see Ultron. Now, Elite Legend has this one saying, if you want something done right, you do it yourself. Ultron felt the same way. If you want the perfect wife, you order one from Russia. Or you get in the lab with a pen and a pad and you make yourself a red-eyed bride. We also have my Kit Bash Hank Pym, whom was the creator of Ultron. Jocasta made her debut during issue 168 of Avengers, but this is her first cover, issue 170 from 1978. Another one of the figures that I was very excited to get in this line is the comic book Falcon. This is not the classic comic book Falcon, but it is an upgrade from the Toy Biz Falcon, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. One of the things that I don't like about this figure are the wings. Although they are translucent, which is pretty, they are the same wings that we found on the Vulture, so they're going to sag, they're going to fall out. Now, another one of the things that I do not like about this figure are the weird boots. If any of you guys ever watched Saturday Night Fever, doesn't he kind of look like the guy that fell off the bridge because he got his girl pregnant? Well, anyways, these wings are going to make it so that if you fall off the bridge, at least you have a chance to fly out of the water. Now, let's take a look at the Toy Biz Falcon that is going to, for long, has been the Falcon in my collection. As you can see, much nicer sculpt on the wings, however, the body's got to go. I do know that eventually we will get, on Vintage Card, a classic comic book Falcon. But until then, this will be the representation of Falcon in my Avengers collection. Speaking of Falcon, he made his debut back in '69. He was paired up with Captain America. It took 10 years before he got his first solo book. And here we see, from 1979, issue number 1 of Falcon. Well, Marvel premiere. And here we see good old Sam Wilson with Captain America. One other thing that I wanted to point out before we go to the next figure is the Jocasta figure and how they literally brought sexy back for a limited time. As you see here, the ever-elusive Rogue, and you see that the voluptuous body is back on this Jocasta. The cleavage section, the boobies section, looks like it may have been downsized a bit. Everybody knows that Disney and Hasbro know how to flatten a curve, and I think they may have flattened the curves in the mammary department. However, very happy to see curves returning to the Marvel Legends line. Hopefully, we see more of that in the future. I know this is the Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure wave, but for me, it's the Kang wave. The figure that I was most excited about in this wave is none other than Kang. Made his debut in 1963 during issue number 19 of the Fantastic Four. And I'm not going to show it to you because Elite Legend does not have it. I try to ball on a budget. Unfortunately, that one is out of my price range. I do have issue 129 here from 1974 of the Avengers. And I also have issue number 323 of the Fantastic Four from back in 1988. Again, this is the figure that I was most excited for in this wave. It is just simply beautiful. An original sculpt, pinless technology. Now, I don't get hung up on that. I don't care about the pins. I just care about the figure. This figure has the classic color scheme. Beautiful sculpt. If you look at it next to the Toy Biz version, which is a great figure in its own right, but when you look at them side by side, you can see two things. This figure is much too small, and it's 14 years old, which means it's too old for R. Kelly, and it doesn't fit with the rest of Elite Legends collection. So, unfortunately, this guy's going to get retired. Not throwing him away. I'm not selling him. He's going with my Toy Biz collection. And this guy's going into my Fantastic Four villain display. Back in the 80s, Hulk went from the traditional green to gray. Bruce Banner was stuck in the recesses of Hulk's mind, and Joe Fixit had kind of taken over the Hulk persona. This is not the comic book Joe Fixit. This is a GamerVerse version. I'm not familiar with the GamerVerse. I just know that this is the version from that game, which explains his skin not being gray and being green. Elite Legend is going to fix this up, give him a little custom paint job. We know we're going to get a Joe Fixit soon enough, classic comic book version, but until then, this will do. This is the first appearance of Joe Fixit from, I believe, winter of 1988, issue number 347 of the Incredible Hulk. Now here we have the GamerVerse Hulk next to the new favorite Hulk in my collection. This is the 80th anniversary 2-pack Hulk. For a very long time, this was the best Incredible Hulk. This is from the Face Off line, and you can see they are similar in height. Here is the Red Hulk, the Scalper exclusive from Target. Here we have the Wendigo Build-A-Figure. You see similar height to the Joe Fixit. My most recent Build-A-Figure has actually been sold. He'll be shipped off in the morning. We see the Venom Pool. And just for size comparison's sakes, we see the Eddie Brock Deluxe Venom. Here's another heavy hitter. We see the Super Scroll Wave Thing. Here he is next to the Diamond Select Hulkbuster. Similar height there. There he goes next to the Abomination. I believe this is the, correct me if I'm wrong, the Build-A-Figure. I'm not sure if this is the Build-A-Figure or the Raft San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I have both, but I put this head from the previous GamerVerse wave, Abomination. So this might be the Build-A-Figure head, or it might be the SDCC head. As you see here, this is the big, chunky Abomination. Speaking of big, chunky Abominations, and we're not talking about Elite Legend a year ago, we're taking a look at the Diamond Select Abomination. And you can see this is a massive figure. For a time, this was the Abomination in my collection until this guy rolled around. And you know we're going to get an upgrade because you can see that he is much too small for this Hulk. Let's take a look at a couple more Hulks before we wrap this up. Here we have Maestro Hulk, who reminds the Elite Legend a lot of himself. If you guys read the comics, you'll know. And here we have Smart Hulk. Today's video was a true testament to the undying spirit of a collector. Use your resources, reach out to your friends, never give up the hunt. This video would not be made possible without Ricky and that nerdy family. I want to thank you so much, brother. You are an amazing father, an amazing friend, and an amazing collector. Let me know what you guys think about this wave. How do you feel about the Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure? How does he measure up to previous Build-A-Figures? We've seen the Strong Guy. We've seen Venom Pool. What's your favorite figure from this line? Are you excited about the GamerVerse video game? I haven't played it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Should I pick it up? Now, if you like what you saw, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be alerted to my videos. I'm going to try to get content out there for you guys on a daily basis, or at least every other day. Check out my playlist. I have so many other Marvel Legend reviews and even customs in there. Until next time, make my Marvel. Alright guys, I have some really bad news right now. Mom, if you're watching this, I want you to turn this off. I don't want to worry you. But if you remember my previous videos from back in the day, before I took my 1-year hiatus from YouTube, you'll recall that a couple of things. Elite Legend was a lot bigger, and there was this son of a bitch just following me around. He was hijacking my videos, following me all over the place. The son of a bitch had no soul. I moved out into the country. Been here for a year now. Today I get a knock at the door. I look down at the doorstep, and there's a package there. Opened the package up, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. That son of a bitch Kang is back, and that son of a bitch Kang sent me a Christmas ornament. That's right. That son of a bitch is trying to ruin Elite Legends Christmas. He has no heart. That son of a bitch.